Here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? It's Coach Nick Money in the house with the one, the only. I like to call him the indelible one. You are the indelibles family. Our family. You are our family. And we call you the indelibles because you will be leaving your mark. Indelible marks. Yeah. We got DBL in the house. DBL Nix is in the house. What's up?
What's up? What's up?
And it wouldn't be a party without the bushy-tailed, prancing Serengeti queen herself, the one, the only, DBL Moms. Hey! There you go. Yes, sir. It's a party, and it started. It started, doubles.
Yay.
So let's get into some specifics before we start analyzing the stonks. First things first, we want to let you know that this is just a show. We are not financial advisors or stock advisors, and this should not be taken as stock advice or financial advice. Alrighty. If you're not subscribed to YouTube, would you consider subscribing to YouTube and doing what this young man says, por favor?
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
Man, when you do that, ring that bell, man, it just makes me warm inside. It really does. It makes me warm inside. And, of course, if you're not following us on X.com, what you doing? A.K.A. Twitter. It's at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And, of course, you can follow us on Twitch as well. At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money, indeed. All righty. Yeah, baby. All right. So that's the story. Let's get right into the videotape. Okay, one other thing we forgot to mention. We are going to be streaming on social media and then streaming in our Discord. You can go ahead and check us out in our Discord on a trial for $1 for 5 days. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment. Let me get some espresso ice to parch my thirst before we start looking at some stonks. Some stonks, baby. All right, so we're looking at DRMA. DRMA ran parabolic pre-market, ran parabolic in a crazy way. How much did it go up, DBL Moms? Yeah, do we know? 312%, but it has sold off since then. Currently, it is moving off of a descending wedge bull pattern. You could see the descending wedge right over here, and it actually broke through VWAP, and it seems to be holding VWAP. We need to see it stay above VWAP. Let's get that graffiti pencil out and create a level right there. We want to see that level broke, and we want to see this price action move up and break this resistance area, and then really, really start moving off of that descending wedge. There is no news that we could find on DRMA for this morning, but it is a low float stock of 412,000 shares, and there's already been 18 million shares traded. There was some news on July 17th, not recent. They achieved a 50% enrollment in pivotal DMT 310 phase 3 star 1 clinical trial for acne. So that's the story. That's the story of DRMA. All right. But it needs to get above VWAP, otherwise it's not schmexy, doubles. So we did a video and alerted NUZE to our Discord in after hours yesterday, and NUZ has in fact gone up 175% today so far. Yeah. So this is another micro mini skirt float of only 476,000 shares. It's currently up 146%. It was up 175%. You could see that it had formed a double top here and here on the 5 minute, but it is now curling back up after that big flush, curling back up, and we got significant resistance at $2.85. Let's zoom into that room. Right there. There's your resistance. So if it can break this resistance, things would be beautiful, doubles. Absolutely beautiful. We got some key levels of resistance at the $2 mark right over here, which it is above the $2 mark. So let's create an alert for that. $2. And then we've got resistance again at 346 is another key level right there, roughly 346. So let's go ahead and create that. 346 right there. Boom, boom. In the room, there you go. So those are some key levels of resistance, but right now its first course of action is it's got to break through the $2.82 mark. Now, this stock started running yesterday on news at around 5:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time of insider buying. Does somebody know something? Who knows? Only the shadow knows. But we'll check this one out. It has to break that 282 to become interesting again. It's currently up 153%, and it was up 175%. So, doubles. We also called a couple of other baggers in the Discord earlier this morning. RGC went up again 113%. This is a ticker that was moving yesterday as well. VSEE went from red to green 130%. And of course, BBLG 126%. So we'll be taking a look at those charts. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying the content, would you consider sharing? Because sharing is caring. Yeah, baby. Sharing is caring, and it helps the stream grow. And the more the stream grows, I tell you, the more we'll put out some really awesome content for you. Time for some espresso ice. Salute to all the indelibles out there. Cheers. All right. So let's go and check out another ticker that was moving, PIRS. Let's see what's going on. So it broke through a key resistance level. You could see that it is trending upwards. So let's get the graffiti pencil out and create that trend. It's a pretty sharp trend. It's pretty extended on the 5-minute doubles.
5 minute.
And we now have a new resistance area right around here. Right there is your new resistance area. And we need to see it. You know, we can actually go into one of these joints right here, actually. It's actually forming a pennant. So if it can stay above this line right here, which is support, and break through this resistance area, we may see a test of 1583. Let's get another graffiti pencil out and put the level at 1583. That's what we'd like to see. Right now, it does not have a ton of volume. What's going on with this ticker? I'll tell you. Since you asked, I'll tell you. It's currently up 80%. It has a float that is really low, under 1 million shares, 860,000 shares, DBL. Whew, whew. I'm just saying. The issue is it only has 1.02 million in volume. So there's your problem. It needs some vitamin V for volume. And right now, the current candle is only 300 shares that are being, sorry, take it back. 6,807 shares on the 5-minute chart. So it is moving on very light volume. We'll put it on a side chart, doubles. Side chart. And let's go to BBLG. BBLG is another ticker that moved early in the morning. We had a nice run of 126%. Little bit on the choppy side. It had formed this beautiful cup and a handle, and then it shot up and it dumped really hard. So that was kind of scary. So if you got caught in that dump, that would really, really not be such a great thing. It is still trending upward. So if we get the graffiti pencil out, which is what we're doing right now, it is still trending upward. It is certainly a very choppy stock to trade. And it has a top tail here and a top tail there. As long as it stays above this trend line, that would be Shamexe doubles.
Yay.
Currently up 52%. It was up 126%. So that's a pretty hefty drop, doubles. This too is a low floater. Low floater, 957,000 shares, doubles. And there's been some okay volume at almost 7 million shares. No current news on this at all. So that's the story. I'm putting it on a side chart, but BBLG, what have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately? HOTH. Let's go take a look at the videotape on HOTH. This ticker is a very interesting ticker, HOTH. Oh, wait a minute. News is moving. Hold on, DBL moms. The prancing stunk queen herself is notifying me that we have a squeezy, nice and easy on NUZE. 200 and what percent? 251%. 251%. This is the stonk that we did a video on yesterday.
Yay.
Yes, and we gave it to our Discord before the close of after hours yesterday. And this morning it's up 251%. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to try out the Discord, we are the real deal McCoys, okay? We call a lot of bangers a lot of times, and we provide a tremendous amount of support. Yes, we're joking now, but we are the real deal. Real deal in real life. 262%. You are now seeing NUZE squeezing. We are on scanners and everything else nonstop. Multiple scanners. Because we get them all. 270%. Yeah, if you're enjoying this nice short squeeze would you consider sharing the stream? I'm just saying. I'm trying to coax you into doing it. A little bit of a nudge, Doubles. A little bit of a nudge, you know? Elbow. Come on. You could do it. Anyway, now it's forming a top tail, and it's pulling back. It is extremely extended. We did have a significant resistance area, $3.46. We want to see it stay above $3.46 because that is a key level that shorts would consider shorting the stock. There's two levels that they would consider. $2, this stock has blown through that price point, and $3.46. This stock has a low float. That's why we caught it in the after hours yesterday before the close of the bell. 476,000 shares. There was insider buying reported at 5:26 p.m. yesterday. We alerted it to our Discord. It ran up in after hours. I'm sure people in our Discord did very well with it in after hours. And then we said, you know what? We're going to make it a pre-market pick for the Discord for the next day. For the next day.
Yes.
Yes, and then we're going to do a video for all the indelibles all over the world.
Yes.
And put it on YouTube.
Yes.
Yes. And it went up 200 and... How much did we almost? 272. Okay, so right now, you know, let's get to what we got going on with news right now, because it's nice that it went up 272%. But what have you done for me lately is my philosophy. We got a significant key level of 346. This is an area where shorts will short this stock. So it will need volume to break through this 346 level. If it dips in volume, we could see a flush downward. So far, it's holding out. And here's the thing. If volume comes in, shorts might be caught with their Speedos, the old Banana Republic, and they might get squeezy, nice and easy. It's really going to depend on whether or not news wants to take its vitamin V. And if it's into some D, that ain't bad either. That would be demand. V is volume.
Yes.
D is demand. It's really the same thing, though, if you think about it. You know, demand, volume, right? If somebody wants the stock, this is high volume, so there's demand. If the float is low, that means the supply is low. And this ticker's got low supply of 476,000 shares. Nice and juicy. Yeah. So we're going to keep an eye on news. News is very, very interesting. My only concern is that this is a continuation from yesterday, and it's not based on fresh news for the morning. But so far, so good. I'll take a 272% run in pre-market doubles. Let's go take a look at the RGC. This ticker is a little odd. Okay, you could see that it ran parabolic yesterday. We caught it and notified our Discord about this yesterday, and I think it went up, I don't know, 600%, something like that, something ridiculous. But it was basically moving on relatively light volume and halting all the way up. And right now, it basically is below VWAP, and it has formed what appears to be a double top. Doubles.
Yes.
You know how we feel about double tops. They're the TTTs, the terrible top tails.
You don't like top tails.
Right? Because there's a top tail over here and a top tail over here. Terrible top tails, and it is a double top. We don't like double tops. We like double bottoms. We also like bottom tails. Bottom tails are schmexy. Top tails are nasty. Nasty. All right, so it's forming a double top, and it looks bearish, and it's not holding support over here, so there's a very good chance that it could do a flusheroo, and that makes it a no type of situation. Let's go to the videotape and take a look at some other tickers. Let's look at what else is moving. Doubles. Let's go and take a look at some other stuff. So HSPO also moving pre-market, so let's take a look at it. HSPO. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. No. Look at this. Look at this candle, doubles. Look at this. Oh, my. Looks like they broke their neck when they fell. I don't know. Not interesting at all. Let's go to HOTH. I don't like this stock that much because it has a tendency of doing exactly what it just did. News comes out, it runs up, and then it flushes back down. But it's holding a level over here. It has significant resistance at $1.40, and then you've got the area where the shorts would start shorting it at $1.48. It needs to break through this level, doubles. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Not giving financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving stock advice. I'm not a stock advisor. I'm just schmexy.
Yes.
I'm just talking about what I would do. Just my opinion. IMO, right? No, is that In my opinion, IMO. IMO. This is my IMO. It is curling. We could zoom in, and you could see the curl a little bit more pronounced when you go to the 1 minute doubles.
1 minute.
Okay, but it needs volume, and this stock has a history of pumping and dumping, so I don't trust it very much. Let's take a look at a longer time frame, and you can see what I'm talking about. A pump and a big dump. Pump and a big dump. Pump and dump. Pump and dump. Pump and dump. Pump. Collapse. And then a sell-off, okay? So I don't trust the stock very much, but it did move quite parabolic earlier in the morning. How high did HOTH go? Well, right now it's up 42% at this point, but it was up higher than that. It was up higher than that. It was 56%. That's how. 66%. So right now it is trying to curl on the 5 minute. And we can basically say that it has broken a downtrend. Let's get that graffiti pencil out over here. It has broken this downtrend, right? And it is trying to break up to the upside, but you have two resistance areas that are pretty interesting. One is at $1.40, and the one that is of particular interest to me is the one that's at $1.48, because again, that is an area where shorts might start shorting it. You know what I'm saying, Devils?
Yeah.
Shorts might start shorting it. It had news. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about it. Hoth Therapeutics partnered with LTS Therapy Systems to accelerate novel Alzheimer's treatment. The float's only 4.7 million. Volume's 18.6 million. But again, this ticker has a history of dumping after it pumps up. So, we'll keep an eye on you. I'll put you on a side chart. But if you misbehave, you're going to get punished. You're going to have to give me your cell phone. You're going to have to...
and you're going to get the what have you done for me lately treatment.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. And it's going to be definitely you, not me. I'm just saying. So you better behave. HOTH, you better behave. You know what I think is a little bit more schmexy? How about TNF? TNF is moving the DBL moms. Give me TNF. TNF, what's going on with that? Let's take a look at it. Let's see. TNF, TNFA. TNFA, that's the one. What's going on with that? TNFA. Do we have that? Come on. No, really? Why am I seeing this? Hold on. Let's take a look at the videotape of how. Let's go to the videotape. TNFA. Let me see if I can pull it up. I did pull it up. I did. What do we got on it? We don't have no news on this? Let's see what's going on with this ticker. It's saying that it's up 236%, but I don't see any news on this. Is this accurate? What's going on here? Is it a ticker change, maybe? I don't know. Don't have any news on it. But I'm going to put it on the side chart because it's showing up on the scanner, but I can't really tell what's going on with it right now. So I'm going to put it on a side chart, Doubles.
Side chart.
A little side chart action for it. Why not? Why not? It can't hurt nobody, can it? All right, TNFA. If you start moving, we'll check you out. And if not, it was nice knowing you. Just saying. Just saying. TNFA. Interesting. Interesting ticker. Okay, so we also had SYTA pop up earlier in the morning, and then it flushed. SYTA. Am I right? Yeah, SYTA. Let's go to the 1 minute doubles.
1 minute.
We're at the 1 minute, and you can see that it certainly pumped up and flushed. It had some news. It's a 48-cent stock. Currently, it's up only 11%. It had a low float, has a low float of 970 million shares, and the volume is only about 1 million. And did it have news? I don't know if it had news. No, July 22nd, they announced a 1.2 million follow-on order from a leading international EMS customer. That was the news from then, and I don't see any other news. Could you just scroll up there? I don't see any other news on that. So this is kind of choppy. I'm not loving it. But we figured we'd check it out, Doubles. We would check it out. Let's go back to news and see if news has recovered. And NUZE, they had some news. News had some news.
Yes.
News had some news yesterday
News.
of insider buying. That happened at around 5:26 In the evening, it is fighting to break through this key level of resistance right here, which is at $3.46. This is certainly an area where shorts would be shorting it. It has formed a double top, which is a bear pattern. We don't like bear patterns, doubles.
We like the bull.
We like the bulls, not the bears. Is there a team called the Bulls? Because we like that Bulls. We don't like the bears. This is a double top. It needs to break this level. It is a double top. It is a bearish pattern. It has a super low float, but right here is a critical area, and this is going to be a battle royale, doubles. A battle royale, like Fortnite battle royale. Okay, let's go ahead and get a little graffiti action going on right here. And we could see right over here is where it's going to be a make or break type of situation. If volume comes in, the shorts might be caught with their Speedos down, you know, the old Banana Republic type of thing. And we could see another push upward. The ticker has gone up 272% already. And the volume on this ticker is 22 million shares on a low float of 476,000 shares. It is a micro mini skirt float. So we're going to keep a very close eye on it. If it can push upward and break through this double top with authority, we might see shorts getting shorted over here. So this is going to get interesting. We can see that the RSI is not quite yet into the overbought area. So there's still room. We see that there was a diminishment in volume, but now the volume seems to be coming in, and it looks like it's going to test the level where the two double tops are. So let's see what it looks like on the 5-minute doubles.
5 minute.
We're checking out the 5-minute. Let's go ahead and do that right there. So you had these two disgusting top tails. This is an issue. Okay, this is an indication of indecisiveness on the part of buyers. A lot of folks may know that there's potential shorting getting ready to happen at this 346 level. Let's go back to the 1 minute. It's a little bit more obvious what's going on here at this level. So this level of 346 is going to make or break this particular position right here. Right there. We need to see more volume come in. This candle currently has 202,000 shares on it. There has been a lot of trading on this ticker. 22.5 million shares have exchanged hands. The float is very low, 476,000. This ticker ran yesterday when the news came out at 5:26 p.m. and the news was that there was insider buying. That was the news. And because it has a low float and a lot of volume, it went up 272% so far today. But it is at this critical level. And there might be profit taking later on in the day, doubles. There might be. You know what I mean? There might be. You know, but it's still kind of early for that. I mean, maybe some people got stuck in this ticker earlier on, and they wake up and they're like, oh, it actually popped, and I could sell and make a profit or get out of the position. Let's see what it looks like in a longer time frame. Let's go to 180 days, and you can see that the price action currently is significantly above most of the previous highs of the day. Let's go to the 1 year chart, 1 year, the daily chart, and we have blue skies right here at 1239, so we can mark that. I mean, that's way off from where we are right now, but let's go ahead and get the graffiti pencil out and mark it right over there. 1239, we'll call it 1240 just for even measure. So it's nowhere near that, and I'm not suggesting that it's going to get anywhere near that. Right now, it needs to break through that key resistance level of 346 and stay above it, and we can see that it is above it, but it is struggling. It's struggling to stay above it. Volume could squeeze this. And if we don't get the volume, we could see a very sharp flush. So far, the 9 EMA is still curling up. That's a good sign, but it is also significantly extended from VWAP, so that's another issue. So right now it's coming up to the area where the double tops are, which is around $3.90 more or less. That's going to be another resistance area, and then your next resistance area would be the high of day at 410. And if it could break 410, could you give me 420 for the memes, baby?
Hey.
For the memes. And it breaks 420. Oh! 298%. 315%. Yo, I don't want to say nothing, but I'm flexing right now, yo. You know what I'm talking about? 315%. Shorts are getting squeezed. Squeezy, squeezy. Nice and easy. That's what you get for wearing Speedos on the beach. You are a banana republic, I tell you. A banana republic. Put the regular boxer shorts on. Have some decency. Shorts, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You just got squeezed. Now, it's a top tail. Can it hold? Can it hold at the previous high of 410? Could we potentially be seeing another squeeze? Could this be like another MIRA that we called before it went 600% doubles? Oh my goodness, didn't we also call another ticker yesterday that went 600%? We sure did. We sure did, because that's what we do. That's what we do. We call runners all the time. Doubles all the time. Early. The early bird gets the cashola. All right, so now it really is super duper extended, especially when you take a look at it in the 5 minute. You can see, I mean, it's like a rocket. So it needs to pull back. It needs to pull back. The question is, can it hold certain key levels right now at 410? We don't want to see it move towards 346. Again, that would be an area where shorts would congregate and bring the price action significantly down. They got squeezed. Now the question is, are they still holding doubles? And are they still trying to short it? Because another little burst could really pop their bubble. You know what I mean? But we want to see the price action definitely get over the previous high, which was 410 before it ran up to 444. If it can do that, doubles, we might see another squeeze. If it doesn't do that, we could see a pullback towards this 346 area. Is it done? Is news done? Is the news from yesterday enough to keep news moving? That's the question, doubles. Let's go to the 1 minute, doubles. Let's go and analyze this. Get me my stethoscope. Get me my magnifying glass. Get me my fork and knife. I'm hungry. Give me something. Give me something, doubles. Work with me. Work with me.
All of the above.
All of the above. Okay, so currently it is trying to hold above that 410 level, which was the previous high. That's a good sign. Could we get an ABC out of it? Maybe. Maybe. It's trying. If it does, it would be here A, 2B, 2C, 2D. That's what it is. That's what it could be. Right now we're showing that the RSI is starting to move into the overbought area, but there still seems to be some room. So maybe, you know, the shorts are getting a little too aggressive and they might get squeezed again. Let's see if we get a break of $4.44. If we have buyer fatigue, the price action could pull back. But I'm going to keep an eye on it because the float on this ticker is only 476,000 shares. DBL moms, the insanity of it. Oh my God. And the volume right now is almost 26 million shares traded on this ticker. And again, it's all based on news that came out yesterday at 5:26, where there was indications of insider buying. That's what triggered all this volume full of pumping into this particular ticker. So right now we are still having a battle royale between longs and shorts. So far the longs have been winning, but we are really super extended. But this could be another radical squeeze. We were hoping for a potential A, B, C, D pattern. Let me draw it. Let's see if it does it. DBL moms, this is A, B, B to C, and then we need C to D. That's what we need. Right now, it just dipped below that significant support of 410. We need to see it bounce. It's still holding on the 9. If it fails on the 9, there's an issue. There's a bottom tail red. It's the bulls and bears are fighting. Let's see if this is going to make it or not. Let's see. We don't want to see a flusheroo, but it is possible. This is a risky area. Got to get above 410 with some serious authority. If it can get above 410 with some significant authority, you could see another squeeze of the shorts. Remember, this area right here is where the shorts would have started to short the ticker. Okay, it's pulling back. It looks like it looks like the bears are starting to take control. So we'll come back to you a little later, NUZE, because so far, yeah, you ran what? How much did it run? 300. 315%. And yes, we called it early yesterday. And yes, we called it pre-market today. But what have you done for me lately? If you can't get up over 410, I'm going to lose interest. And you got to get over 420 for the memes, right? For the memes. So when you do that, we'll check it out. DBL Moms, would you kindly keep an eye on news? Just in case it decides it wants to do a squeezy.
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy. All right, let's go to another ticker. I'm getting a little bored of this now. You know what I mean? Let's go to DRMA. DRMA was the other ticker that ran parabolic earlier in the morning, and then it formed a descending wedge. It curled up, and it finally broke through VWAP, tried to stay above VWAP, and what it did was it formed a baby head and shoulders pattern. We don't like head and shoulders patterns, DBL Moms, do we? No, they are very nasty. We don't like them. Here's the shoulder. Here's the head. And there's the other ugly shoulder, and it did a flusheroo, and right now it looks quite bearish. This ticker had no news whatsoever, as far as I can tell. Nothing. They had something on July 17th, but nothing recent. The float, super low, 412,000 shares, and the volume, 20 million. But you had this baby head and shoulders pattern that did not allow it to stay above VWAP. And VWAP is always a very, very significant resistance area if price action is below, and the price action has been selling off. So what have you done for me lately, DRMA? Later for you. Let's go take a look at what's happening with NUZE. Is NUZE pulling back? Because, I mean, it had a huge parabolic move. Again, if we go to the 5-minute, you could see super extended. We were hoping that it would hold the 410 area, but again, that was just a hope and a prayer, and it didn't really hold up. But you know what? I can't complain, because what a parabolic run. And you know what? This may not be done. We're going to keep an eye on it, but it does look quite bearish. I'm going to get rid of some of the drawings here so we can see what's going on. Let's go ahead and get rid of these drawings right here, right there. Let's get rid of the circle. We don't need the oval anymore. All right, so right now it looks like it's forming a head and shoulders pattern, and that is not schmexy at all. This is the shoulder right over here. This is the head over here. And here's another shoulder right there. See that shoulder right there? So what we really need to see is we need to see this 9 EMA. Let's zoom in. That would be the teal. That's what that color is, DBL Moms? Is that teal?
That's teal.
To curve upward. Otherwise, it can flush downward. And so far, that's what's happening. It's failing on these key levels, which would be the 9, the 13, and 20. If it fails on the 20, we could see a pullback all the way back to VWAP, and that would not be out of the question considering how extended away from the volume-weighted average the price action is. Now, if it can coil, maybe it catches the shorts again, but the shorts were banking on being able to short it over here. And I think a lot of shorts probably got snuffed out as the price action went up. I don't know how many shorts would have potentially have stayed in this kind of a parabolic move over here. Yeah, but right now it looks like the shorts are taking control. This is a continuation from yesterday. Continuations are always very risky, especially when they're volatile with low float stocks, right, DBL Moms?
Right.
Yeah. Do we have any other tickers that we can look at, DBL Moms? How about ALLR? ALLR. Let's take a look at that. All right, so we're looking at ALLR. It had formed a descending wedge after going parabolic earlier. It shot up off the descending wedge reversal and then failed and now is selling off. So we'll get rid of the old drawings, but it's not very schmexy, doubles.
Not schmexy.
Not schmexy. Time for some espresso ice.
Yeah.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying the content, let's get the viewership up to, like, I don't know, we got like 250 folks right now. Let's get like I don't know, can we get 300? Could you kindly share so we get more peoples on these stonks so we can share the stream? Yeah, sharing is caring. We would love for you to do that. That would be so kind, and it helps us grow, which helps us put more content out there for you as well. All right, so that's the story. Sticking with it. BBLG, let's take a look at it. Ticker ran up 126%. It's curling up. It is trending up, and it is going for a test of high. The test of high Actually, it's not a test of high, but a test of resistance at $2.70. It has a high of 288. Let's go ahead and get the graffiti pencil out. Let's go and mark 288 as that figure. So you've got two resistance areas right over here. Let's take a look at the videotape. What's going on with BBLG? It is a micro float stock under 1,957,000 shares and currently has traded 10 million shares today. So a lot of trading going on. There was some beneficial insider buying on June 28th. Nothing recent, but you got a lot of volume on BBLG. I traded earlier. I made some money on it. Did okay with it. But right now you got some significant resistance, which could potentially be a double top. Let's get the graffiti pencil out. Mark it. This could be a top over here. This could be a top over here. And what's going on with the volume? Let's go take a look at it. Let's zoom in and see what kind of volume it has. It does not have a lot of volume on it right now. Not a lot of volume. So it needs volume to break this resistance area, which is a key level right now, and this resistance area right over here. Those two resistance areas need to be broken, otherwise it'll start to pull back. So BBLG, you ran up 126%. You curled up, but what have you done for me lately? We'll put you on a side chart. Doubles, let's put it on a side chart. Side chart FLA, yes indeed. Let's go to PIRS. PIRS is in this consolidation mode. It is above VWAP, but it broke the uptrend. It broke the uptrend, and it looks quite choppy on the 1 minute. Let's go to the 5 minute doubles.
5 minutes.
And it, it looks bearish to me. So PIRS, get your act together, and we'll come and check you out. Let's go to HOTH. Not one of my favorite tickers, but it did move up. It did move up. I've gotten burnt with this ticker in the past, so I don't really trust it terribly much. It formed the head and shoulders right over here. So you got a shoulder, a head, and a shoulders. It needed to break the downtrend. It did, but you have resistance at this level right here at $1.40-ish, and then you've got an area of 148 where your shorts would be congregating, and it has had a lot of difficulty trying to break that level, and I bet you that there are people that are upside down in this position that are going to be taking profits on it. So HOTH, you're just not my type. I'm sorry. Don't take it personal, HOTH. I know you had news. I know you had news, right? You partnered with LTS Therapy Systems, and I hope your relationship goes well with them as you accelerate your novel Alzheimer's treatment. But you're just not my type. Okay, and the world is, there's a lot of options for you, but you're just not for me at this point. Unless you could show me that you'd like to take your vitamin V.
Yes.
And you're definitely getting a lot of D.
A lot of D.
A lot of demand. We need a lot of demand.
A lot of demand.
A lot of demand and a lot of volume. Otherwise, not schmexy at all. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. How about TKNO? Let's go to a different ticker. Let's check out different things. TKNO, and that seems to continue trending up on very light volume. It has been trending up for quite a bit. It is currently up 16%. Float about 9 million. Only about 165,000 shares of volume. So, okay. Okay, if you get some volume coming in, we could chat. Other than that, not particularly schmexy at the moment. Uh-oh, doubles. Guess what's starting to move again? I got news for you. News is moving. Let's see what's going on. We got a lot of top tails. We don't like the top tails. We want some bottom tails. We're going to the 1 minute. Let's see what's going on. We're getting to the nitty-gritty. Key level of resistance, which was a previous high right over here, is $4.10. We need to see it smash through 410 and do a squeezy, nice and easy. We're going to keep an eye on this ticker. Let's get rid of this ugly downtrend over here, because so far it is looking like it is going to ignore the head and shoulders. Let's see if that really happens. We have a prevailing head and shoulders over here. So here are the shoulders and here's the head. This is a low float stock, and there's a tremendous amount of volume on it now. Almost 29 million shares exchanging hands. And again, this does have news on a continuation type of situation after hours 5:26 yesterday, they issued a statement of beneficial ownership, which basically is insider buying. But we have a situation where it's trying to break this 410. You have a bearish head and shoulders pattern. It looked like it was testing it, and now it looks like it's failing on the 1 minute. Let's see what it looks like on the 5 minute doubles.
5 minute.
Oh, no, 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 no. We got top tails on the 5. Look at all these top tails. No, 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 no. We need to see a reclaim of this region and a break of 410 for it to be valid for another squeezy.
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy. Not saying it ain't going to happen, but right now, you need to give me some bottom tail, baby.
Bottom tail.
Put the chancleta away, DBL moms. I'm talking about the bottom tail of the candle. The bottom tail of the candle. Moms. Easy.
Oh.
Easy. Put the chancleta back in the harness. Holster. Harness? Holster.
Yeah.
Holster. The holster. All right, we got a little bit of a bottom tail. I'm going to keep an eye on this. We are above the critical area of where the shorts would have been congregating, which is 346. I think that there might be some pesky shorts here. And if volume were to come in, doubles, they could get squeezed again. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're probably saying to themselves, well, I'm going to go in there with my Speedo. I'm going to represent the Banana Republic. But if volume comes in, you might get your panties in a bunch, shorts. You know what I mean? So we're going to keep... You see, yeah, you see the reference, DBL moms? Yeah, I'm cute, ain't I? Yeah. I'm so cute. Okay, so let's see what's going on over here. It does look like a head and shoulders, and it does look like it's going to be bearish, but it did take a swipe at it over here. My issue is there's a lot of top tails. So we do see that the 9 is trying to curl up. This is very reactive. It's a 1 minute chart, so there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. Let's go to a less reactive chart. 5 minutes.
5 minute.
5 minutes doubles, and we could see that on the 5 minutes there is clearly a lot of head and shoulder stuff going on here. Head, all of this is a shoulder, and all of this is a shoulder, and they're all top tails, and that does not look good at this moment for the longs. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Time for some espresso ice. I'm getting a little perched, so to speak. Boy, but it would be so lovely to see another squeeze, wouldn't it? So far, our leading gainer is, in fact, NUZE. If you saw the video that we did on NUZE last night, can you put it in the chat?
Put it in the chat.
Say, I saw it. Saw it.
Saw it.
Saw it. Yeah, SAW space IT. Saw it. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Yeah, so here's the deal. We're going to keep an eye on it. It is now forming a potential pennant, doubles. And that's a good sign, because a pennant would be a bullish pattern. So now we have a lack of clarity. Is it a bull pennant, or is it a head and shoulders? If it can hold the support of the bottom part of the bull pennant and break through the resistance level of the bull pennant, we could potentially see a test of this resistance area at 410, which so far it has been respecting. If it breaks through 410, can it break 420 for the memes? And then, of course, test 444. So here we are. This is a critical moment. Drum roll, please. Coming up to the 410 level. And it's pumping, it's pumping. Doubles, it's pushing, it's pushing. Oh my, I want to get on the 1 minute. I'm getting so excited. All right, it is past 410. Let's go, baby. Squeezy, squeezy. Nice and easy. Squeezy, squeezy. Give me more than 444. Get those panties in a bunch for the shorts. The Banana Republic shall collapse, I tell you. Longs shall win. The indelible army comes and battles. Come on. Do it. Do it. Pump it, baby. Pump it. Pump it up. Break it, break it, break it, break it, break it. 328. Come on now. You got more than that. Give me some more. If it breaks this highs, ladies and gentlemen, promise me that you'll share the stream. Let's build the army of indelibles. Let's squeeze the squeezies. Let's make it nice and easy. You got lemons? Or should we squeeze the orange? One of those two. We got a top tail on the 1 minute doubles.
1 minute.
We don't like that. We don't like the top tails. Look at this beautiful, nice, large green candle in the volume. And RSI is not overbought just yet, but it's forming a top tail. We don't like the top tail. We want to see it reclaim. It's okay to test it a second time. Is it going to test the high of 450? Remember, the previous high was 444, right? I think 444 or 441. Let's see, what was it? It was 444 was the previous high, and it popped up at 450. It formed a beautiful pennant right over here, and it broke through the pennant right over here. So it invalidated the head and shoulders pattern. So let's get rid of those disgusting head and shoulders patterns. We don't like them. They're nasty, unless they're inverted. If they're inverted, then they're bullish. But a regular head and shoulders is bearish, and we don't like bearish patterns, doubles, do we? All right, we like the bulls. The bulls, I tell you. Okay, we need to see it stay above 410. 410 has been the bane of my existence. $4.10 has been the bane of my existence. It has been respecting that resistance area. We need to make 410 our territory. We need to make it our area of support. But right now it is below and it is pulling back. And you know what? It went up 300 and what percent, DBL moms? 328. That's how high it went. So we're going to come back to you. We're going to come back to you, NUZE. DBL moms, can you keep NUZE on the side? Keep the NUZE on the side. You know what I mean? Because if it starts moving again, we'll come right back. Wait. It's still not. It's having so much trouble staying over 410. It's not, not yet. But I have a feeling, now here's the thing. Now it could be a double top, right? Well, we had the bull pennant. It could be a double top here and here if we don't get enough juice in it. You know what I mean? Yes. But let's see what the volume situation is on NUZE. The volume situation now is that it's up to almost 32 million shares that have exchanged hands. And this is a micro mini skirt float of 476,000 shares. I'm not leaving anywhere. It looks like it's trying to continue marching upward towards the previous high. Let's see if it has enough in it. It is certainly a battle. It is continuing to trend up. The news on this ticker came out at 5:26 p.m. yesterday, and the news was that there was insider buying, doubles, which by itself is not particularly attractive, but when you tell me that your float is only 476,000 shares, va-va-va-voom. Va-va-va-voom. In other words, it looks schmexy. Yeah. Time for some espresso ice. We're watching this. It needs to stay above that 410. If it can reclaim 410 with authority, and if volume comes in, we could see another squeeze. What I like, doubles, is that the price action is below the overbought area on the RSI, right? And we're early enough and not near the open of the 9:30 bell that there's not that much profit taking yet. So it has time, but it's got to stay above 410. That's important. If it could stay above 410, get some volume, it could trick the shorts again, and we could see another squeeze. Yeesh. That's a lot of ifs, doubles, because we also have a double top here and here, right? So it broke out on this bull pennant, lovely. It is well above this ugly resistance area where the shorts would be congregating at 346, and it's pumping. It's pushing. It's pushing. The size of these candles are getting bigger. Look at the green candle. It's getting larger. And larger and larger. It's getting excited. Larger and larger. Come on. Don't toy with my emotions. Okay, coming up to 444, which was the previous high before it popped up and dropped. And it's having a lot of difficulty in this area. It's in a channel, doubles. It's in a channel between 450 and $3. I'm sorry, 410 and 450 is the channel, but I would say the real channel is probably 444 and 410. It is above 410, but on the 1 minute, it is giving me a red doji. There is some insecurity on the part of the buyers. Come on, take control, buyers. Give me a bottom tail. Give me some volume. Let's go to the candle and see how much volume. Not a lot of volume. 270,000 shares on it. Not a lot of volume. That is concerning. Stay above 410 and be schmexy for the indelible army, will you? Come on. I'm going to have some espresso. I'm not awake yet. I'm like low energy today. Low energy. I tell you. Delish, DBL moms. Delish. I'm just saying. All right, so here it is going back to that 410. This is getting kind of boring news. It's getting boring news. Boring news. You know what I mean? You need to run. You need to run. If you're going to run, I'll come back to you. DBL moms, take one of your eyes and keep it on news, will you? Keep it on news. Every time I'm getting ready to leave news, something happens. All right, SGMO, another ticker. Another ticker on the scanner. Let's zoom in. This is the 1 minute chart. Let's go to the 5 minute stubbles.
5 minutes.
We're on the 5 minutes right over here. Let's see what's going on with this ticker. What's the story with SGMO? SGMO is a 65-cent stock, currently up 62%. 62%. It's got Pfizer news. Oh. Float, very low, 201,000 shares. Volume, almost 22 million shares. That's a lot of volume. So let's see what the news is. So the news came out at 7:16 in the morning. Pfizer Sangamo gene therapy for hemophilia A succeeds in late stage trial. Wow, that's schmexy. You look very, very interesting, I must say. You need volume. You need current volume, like right now volume. You had a lot of volume, but you need right now volume, doubles. Right now it needs volume. All right, I'm going to put this ticker on a side chart. I'm going to keep an eye on you, SGMO. SGMO, going to keep an eye on you. You got a low float. You got a lot of volume coming in. You're a cheapo stock. That's concerning. And you have a bunch of top tails on the 5 minute. That's concerning. But you got some pretty schmexy news. So we'll come back and check you out. We can put some levels. Let's get some levels before we leave. Let's get some levels. So we got some key levels of resistance right over here. All right. And it is above that resistance level. But then you got another key level of resistance right over here. There. Right there. Right there. So it is respecting this resistance level. We need to see a break of 72 cents. A 72 cents break. And guess which ticker is moving, ladies and gentlemen? Newsy. Nice and squeezy. $4.79. It is currently up 359%. Ladies and gentlemen, the humanity of it. And I don't want to say that we did a video on it yesterday, but we did a video on it yesterday. Who says that that due diligence don't count? Who would say that? Technicals are real important, but you need both. You need both, and you got to be quick. You got to be quick, and you got to catch all the scanners because it's pushing again. It's pumping again. It's currently up 362%. Ladies and gentlemen, it is marching towards $5. $5, I tell you. That's where it's marching. It has resistance currently at the high of the day, which is $4.80. Let's go ahead and put a graffiti line right over there at $4.80. And it's just broken through $4.80, 369%. The humanity of it. It is a top tail on the 1 minute. Let's go to the 5 minute. This is getting way too exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, please share the stream. Share the stream. We are seeing the shorts getting their shorts put into a bunch. Those poor souls. I am so tearful. I'm so tearful for the shorts. Oh my. Not really. Not even a little bit. No. It's all fair in love and war. So it hit a high of $4.88. It is super extended. Let's go to the 5 minute chart doubles. 5 minute doubles. And that was clearly a bull pennant breakout, baby. A bull pennant breakout, but you can see it is super extended at this point. We have a top tail on the 5 minute. If it can reclaim and test this level right over here, which is $4.80-ish, we might see another squeeze. Let's see if we can get so fortunate as to have another squeeze. Is this going to be like the third or fourth 600% runner in a row that we called every single day? Could it be? I'm not saying it's going to happen, but so far we got 3 of them in a row. 3 of them in a row every single day. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yes.
hit the notification bell and do what this young man says, por favor, because you want to see this stuff. It's exciting. What do you want to do?
Be
Tell
sure
him.
to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
Because sharing is caring. And of course, if you're not following us on Twitter, what are you doing? Oh, follow us on Twitter, x.com, at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And of course, you can follow us on Twitch, at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
And if you want to see us in action, you can check us out streaming live almost every single morning in our Discord, where we go real in depth and analyze how we make our decisions, tools that we use to make our decisions, how we find the stocks, and much, much more. So yes, the show is funny and there's a lot of joking around on the show, but this is a show. We get really, really into the nitty gritty in the live stream on the Discord.
Yes.
There's a link in the description and in the pinned comment to do a trial for 5 days. It costs you $1. That's nothing.
Dollar.
That's nothing. That's nothing. We call a ton of runners in the Discord. This morning alone, DRMA, 312%. RGC, 113%. VSEE, 130%. BBLG, 126%. And let me not forget NUZE, which went up 369%. 69! Ow!
Nice.
The chancleta! Oh, DBL moms, I'm talking about the percentage. Just talking about the percentage. Yeah. All right. Let's see what else we got going on, because I get bored very easily if tickers don't move. We need to see tickers moving. Let's zoom in just a second before I move on to the next ticker. And again, it is trying to hold the 9 EMA. The 9 EMA is flattening out. We would need to see a curl and a break now at 444. So just like we had a situation where it was struggling at 410, now it's struggling at 444. It is super extended. However, the RSI is not in the overbought area yet. It's not. And what we got going on with this ticker is it's got a low float, right? So when you really peel the onion, so to speak, right, it's all about supply and demand. Your supply is your float. So if you got a small float, you got a small supply. Your demand is your volume. If you got a lot of volume, you got a lot of demand. So a lot of volume and a very small float generally means parabolic movement, doubles.
Yay.
So here's the float, 476,000.
Vitamin V plus vitamin D.
There you go. Float, 476,000, very low. Volume, currently almost 35 million shares have exchanged hands on this ticker. On the basic, simple news of insider buying last night, 526. 526, and we caught it early, reported it to our Discord, and we even put a video out for the greater indelible tribe on social media.
Yep.
Yeah. It was my little bushy-tailed Serengeti specialist that put out the video. The one, the only, you know who she is. She's your favorite, DBL Moms.
That's me.
DBL Moms.
Hey.
You missed the cue. One more time. DBL Moms.
Hey.
There you go. It's not a show unless she does that. All right, so it's now above 344. It's pumping, it's pumping. It's trying to push. It's trying to reclaim that ugly top wick on the 1 minute. It broke out on the beautiful bull pennant. It is still trending upward, but the trend is even sharper at this point. It is super extended. It did pull back, so it gave itself some time to breathe. It is now testing resistance at 480. If we get a little bit more volume, could we get another squeeze? It's squeezing, it's squeezing. It's pushing, it's pushing. It's tickling the bottom of the previous high of $4.88. Can it get some more volume, or is this a bull trap? Let's see what's going on. We need to see volume. Let's go to the candle and see what's going on. Candle has about 424,000. It is breaking the resistance area at $4.80, and it's testing 488. Hold on. It's holding above 480. It hit 490. It hit 490. Can it hold this level? This is critical. It has now formed a baby double top here, but with a little bit of volume, this could be another squeeze situation. Let's see. We're going to pay a lot of attention to it. I still like the fact that the RSI is not in the overbought area. It's not in the overbought area yet. Let's see what's going to go on. We have a upward trend, a consistent upward trend. We had the bull pennant breakout. It's struggling at that 480 mark, and we've seen that before. We saw that at the 410 mark. We saw that at the 444 mark. Can we see it again? I mean, it's super extended. Look at this. When we go to the 5-minute chart, and I don't zoom in, look at how straight that price action went. And this is the beauty of a lot of volume and a micro mini skirt float of 476,000 shares. News. I just want to tell you, I love you. I love DBL moms. I don't love it not like that, like a brother, like a brother. I love it like a brother. All right, we got IVP moving, so we're gonna come back to this ticker and watch. I go to IVP and news moves, right? But let's go to IVP real quick. Let's go to IVP real quick, and it is doing a little bit of a breakout. Okay, all right. It has news, 8:30, Inspire Veterinary Partners, CEO and President Kimball Carr provides corporate update and letter to shareholder. Okay, we'll come back to you. We'll come back to you because I want to see what news is doing, because news is particularly interesting today. Let's see if it can keep pushing upward. It is still trending up, even on the 5-minute chart, doubles. On the 5-minute chart, though, it is in the overbought region. If we go to the 1-minute doubles, we have that double top forming over here, and it looks like it might be pulling back. It has to stay above 444, and it needs to get more volume. Volume has diminished. It had close to 500,000 shares with this candle, and over here it's down to about 7,000, so it looks like it's pulling back. Can it hold support at 444? That is a significant area for it. It looks like a double top, and it looks like it's time for it to pull back. How far it pulls back will be important, doubles, because if it pulls back a lot like that, right? We don't like that. We don't like that, okay? Now, we can see that the price action is significantly far away from the VWAP, which is right here. This is a pretty significant drop. You have a clear double top over here. It broke the trend. So I'd have to say at this juncture, news, unless you get some volume. What have you done for me lately?
What have you done for me lately?
You went up 300 and what percent?
72.
372%, but what have you done for me lately? We need you to get over 440. Oh, wait a minute. It's trying. Every time I pull away from this ticker, it starts pulling back up. But it has this double top here, and this is what's concerning me. Look at this. You got a top over here, right there, and you got a top over there. Okay, it broke the trend line, and now you got some significant resistance at 444. It would need to get over 444, and it is so extended on the 5-minute. It is so due to pull back. The question is, will the pullback be a final blow fatale, or will it recover, doubles? That's what we need to know. And on that note, it's time for some espresso ice, doubles. And certainly, as we get closer to the 9:30 bell, I'm sure that there's going to be some profit taking on this ticker. And the reason why I say that is because I'm going to go to the 1-year chart, and you can see that the price action has consistently been selling off for the past year, and there might be folks that were caught in the ticker that are going to be doing some profit taking. So as we get closer to 9:15, 9:20, 9:30, there might be some profit taking, and the price action could pull down. Not giving you financial advice. I'm just talking to myself. That's what I do. I talk to myself. I'm not a financial advisor, not a stock advisor. Do your own due diligence. Folks, we're just having some fun chatting up the storm about this parabolic runner. Did I mention we called it yesterday? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Did I mention that we called DRMA before it ran 312% this morning? Yeah, I did. Did I mention we called RGC yesterday before it ran 600% or 700%? Yeah, I did. Did I mention it ran 113% today? Yeah, I did. Did I mention VSEE that we called before it ran 130% this morning? I did. Yeah. BBLG, 126%? Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's the ones that we called. I'm just saying. I mean, it's the real deal. Real deal.
They gave it to me.
We gave it to you.
We gave it to you.
They gave it to you. They gave it to you.
How they gonna give it to you?
They gave it to me.
How they gonna
How
give
much
it
was
to
it?
you? How much was it?
They gave it to me. I like that. That's almost as good as Linda, 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 Linda. Listen.
Linda, Linda.
Shorts, listen. Linda, shorts, listen. I got a bottom tail forming on NUZE. Hold on. Hold your shorts. Hold your shorts. All right, we got a bottom tail red. If that sucker turns green, then NUZE is going to become Shamexy once again. Are you going to give me a green? This is on the 5-minute chart doubles. Let's see what it looks like on the one. Am I boring you, DBL moms? My little prancing queen? My little prancing queen, are you bored?
No.
Okay, I don't want to bore you, my little queen. My little queen, we do have a double top over here. It looks like it's trying to curl. We need it to stay above 444. It did take a jab at trying to break the high. Now it's forming a triple top, so that would be more indicative that it's going to pull back. Oh well. So that was like a little bit of a bull trap to trap folks. Let's go take a look at some other tickers that are popping on the scanner. VRPX. Let's go take a look at that. And VRPX pumped and dumped. What's the story? They regained compliance with NASDAQ. That was 9 o'clock. It is a low float stock of just over 1 million shares. Currently not a lot of volume, but I like the way it was moving, so I'm going to keep an eye on you, VRPX. I got my peepers on you. I got the old peeperoos on you. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're going to keep an eye on this so it goes into a side chart, doubles. VRPX, side chart. Side chart. If you get some volume, you could become really schmexy. But right now, I'm still checking out my options. You know what I mean? Because that's the beauty of being a trader. You don't have to stay with any one particular ticker. SYTA moved earlier on NUZE. It fell. It's consolidating. It doesn't have a lot of volume. Not particularly schmexy. Let's go to DRMA. DRMA moved up 312%, and then it crashed and burned. It formed a descending wedge. It broke through VWAP. It was doing fine until it formed this disgusting triple top right over here. And then it flushed, and now it broke the downtrend and is trying to test VWAP, but there's not a lot of volume and there's no news on it. So DRMA, yes, you ran 312%. Yes, we called you before you ran 312%. But what have you done for me lately? SGMO, ladies and gentlemen, SGMO. And it's pushing, it's pumping and pumping. This is the ticker that is under $1. It's currently up 91%. It has news that it has a deal with Pfizer. Gene therapy for hemophilia A succeeds in late-stage trial. Currently up 90%. Ah, I see what the problem is with this ticker. It's a 200 million float stock. That's the problem. That's what's kind of like icky about it, and the volume is only 30 million. So it's the float that's keeping this fella from really going bananas. But right now it's up 94%. We're going to keep an eye on it, and of course with a bigger float it will be much more choppy and more prone to flushing. But it's got strong news, ladies and gentlemen, and it's pushing, it's pumping. Will this be the next 100% runner? 96%. Very thick float, 201 million shares, volume very low, 31 million. However, very strong news, late stage trial success, hemophilia, and a deal with Pfizer. They're doing it together. And this ticker is now up 97%. We're going to keep an eye on it. Again, that heavy float can oftentimes create a situation where you have sharp drops like this right over here. Okay, we also have a situation over here where it is above a significant resistance level where shorts would be looking to short it at 72 cents. So if it cannot hold above 72 cents, it becomes not schmexy.
Not schmexy.
Yeah, it has to stay schmexy, doubles. You know what I mean? Has to stay schmexy. We want it to stay schmexy, right? Okay, it's giving us a little bit of a bottom tail, but the bottom tail is red. We're going to keep an eye on it. Let's keep an eye on it because it could be the next 100% runner. It needs a lot more volume. This is a really super heavy, soupy. This is a really soupy, super day. It is a very super heavy float, 201 million shares. That's a lot of float. I'm just telling you. You're a little on the thick side. I wish you had a lower float. If this had a lower float, this would have been a multi-bagger. You know, with that kind of news, it would have been a multi-bagger. But it's got 201 million shares. Now it's testing. It's now up again 97%. And again, it's going to be choppy. It's going to be choppy because it's going to take a lot of effort to lift something with 201 million shares afloat. We have resistance just below 80 cents right over here. We'll create a little graffiti line right over there at 79.9. I'll just make it like right there. Right there. And it looks like it's going to break it. It's trying. It's pushing. We'll keep an eye on it. And again, this is going to be a little boring because it's got such a heavy float that it's kind of difficult for it to break out. Doubles, you know what I mean? And it fails. Okay, you're boring me now. You're boring me. Okay, so we'll put you on a little side chart, but you got a lot of heavy float going on over there. A lot of heavy float for SGMO. SGMO, heavy float. Good news. Not a lot of volume. Pfizer, stage 3 trial, success, hemophilia. If you were only a little thinner with your float, a little thinner, too thick, THICC, with your float. It's you, not me. I'm just saying, it's you, not me. You can't blame me. I like the thinly floated stocks. You know what I mean? That's just my preference. All right, let's go and take a look at what's going on with another one. Let's go to I don't know. Let's go to IVP. IVP was moving a little bit earlier. Let's see what's going on with it. And it pumped up and flushed back down. So BBLG, it was having some issues. BBLG. So BBLG ran 126% pre-market. It is still above the trend line, but this is a pretty wicked type of a chart. It's kind of very, very choppy, and it catches folks a lot. It had formed a double top, and in fact, the price action dropped. It did drop to the support line over here. Price action is piercing through VWAP. It's currently up 76%. What have you done for me lately? I think that's quite boring. I'm just saying. Let's go to DRMA. DRMA. And it is not having any success breaking through VWAP. It has no news. It did run parabolic, crazy parabolic, 312% pre-market. But, as we like to say, what have you done for me lately? NUZE, baby. NUZE. Let's take a look at it. We had this double top over here. It flushed. Now it looks like it's forming a bit of a pennant. We could say that there might be a continuation here. So let's get the graffiti pencil. Let's get the graffiti pencil out, right over here, right over there. We need to see it stay above, right there. We need to see it stay above. It's not above this area right here. We need to see that happen. All right, so let me go ahead and clear some of these drawings out, make it a little bit more palatable, if you will. Let's make it a little more palatable. Let's get rid of the white drawings. There we go. All right, so we had that pennant over here. It broke out. Key level of resistance right here. We do have a trend line that we can draw right here, and we could say that this is the trend, and it broke underneath the trend. However, doubles, there is the possibility that we might be forming potentially a pennant over here. I should have gone a little bit further with that. Right there and right there. Right? So this could be a pennant. Let's get rid of this trend line so it's a little bit more clear. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, so this could be potentially another pennant, but we have significant resistance at 444, significant resistance at 480, and then, of course, 490. So we would need to see this area of the pennant, the support area, hold, and we would need to see a break of this area of the pennant, which is resistance. So far, on the 1 minute, we're seeing a lot of top tails. Doubles.
We don't like top tails.
We don't like top tails. We like bullish type of stuff. Let's take a look at what it looks like on the 5 minute.
5 minute.
And let's zoom in, do a little bit of zoom. And in the zoomer of the 5 minute, you have a ton of top tails here as well. Now we're getting uncomfortably close to 920, 930. A lot of times there's profit taking, you know, around the 930 mark, sometimes before, sometimes after. So maybe this is a sell-off. Maybe it's a trap for the longs. And maybe it's going to run later in the day. Maybe.
Maybe.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. But we need to see it break this level right here of 444. That is a critical area. And then we need to see it smash 480, 490 to be valid. So we're going to go and keep you on the oven, NUZE, on the side oven. And we're going to go and check out other tickers and see if there's anything else we could take a look at. LITM showing up on the scanner just now. Let's see what's going on with it. It pumped and dumped. Not schmexy. Not interesting. Not interesting. HOTH has a history of pumping and dumping. And it pumped and it dumped. It formed this head and shoulders here. It broke the trend line downward, and it looked like it was trying to trend and break through VWAP, but it didn't happen. So we're going to get rid of this line right here, and we're going to get rid of this one too. Let's get rid of this one too, all right? And what I see so far is a prevailing head and shoulders pattern. So if it is going to be a prevailing head and shoulders pattern, that's an issue. So that would be a shoulder, and a head and shoulders. And the price action right now is currently going down pursuant to the head and shoulders pattern. We would need to see a break of that, and we're looking at the 9 EMA over here, and you can see that the 9 EMA right over here is curving downward. We need to see this 9 EMA start curving upward and moving upward. You got resistance at 140, and then of course resistance at VWAP, and then you have a massive resistance area where the shorts would be congregating at 148. So we'll come back to you. We'll come back to you, Hoth, but I don't trust you. I've been burnt by you in the past, so I don't trust you. All right? But you could prove your love to me. You could prove your love to me, and we can, you know, have pina coladas and walking in the rain.
Yes.
Do you like pina coladas, Hoth?
You're getting caught in the rain.
And getting caught in the rain? Because I want to escape. I'm just saying.
Ha ha
Ha ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Pepe Le Pew. See how I did that? That's a dad joke.
Yes.
S-Y and X, baby. S-Y and X. Did anybody know that that song was not called the Pina Colada song? It was actually called Escape.
Yeah, it's called Escape.
But then everybody called it Pina Colada song because it was all about pina coladas
Like that, and
and getting caught in the rain.
They also made a meme out of it at one point.
They made a meme out of it?
Pretty sure.
What kind of meme did they make out
Oh,
of
the
it?
complete Pina Colada meme.
The Pina Colada meme. No kidding. I don't know what that is, but it
That's
sounds
why people
good.
call it the Pina Colada song.
I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so SYNX had some news. They received a new order, further expanding their presence in military tactical communication equipment. This was at 9:15 in the morning.
Well, it reached 30%.
And it reached 30%. Currently, it's up 22%. Float, 566,000 shares. Volume, only 113,000 shares. Low volume, and it's giving me a disgusting top tail. We don't like top tails doubles.
Like the bottom.
It would need to recover from that kind of a drop, and that disgusting top tail right over here, it needs to recover. And if it doesn't recover, it's just not schmexy doubles. It's not schmexy at all. ALLR. Let's take a look at this tickaroo and see what's going on. It is on a downtrend. It formed this terrible top tails over here, two tops. So we can go ahead and get the read pencil out, and we could see clearly that it had formed a top and a top right over here, double top, bearish, sell off. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It needs to seriously break through this downtrend, and then you got resistance over how. Let's get the graffiti pencil out, which is VWAP. So it's, you know, not schmexy at this juncture. It was up about 60-something%, I think, right? But now it's up only 22%. So not schmexy, not schmexy. Let's go to Sir Thickness, SGMO. SGMO. All right, so this is a ticker with 201 million shares of float. Usually not particularly interesting, but they had some significant news. The float is massive, and the volume in relation to the float is minuscule. They had news of late-stage trial success for hemophilia, and they did it with Pfizer. But it reached a critical area of resistance where shorts would be shorting it, and it is a heavily floated stock, and I bet you tomorrow it's going to get shorted like crazy. Like crazy! So right now it is below this level. It is not a ticker that I would particularly be feeling comfortable trading. It could potentially go up a little, but the float is so big at 201 million shares, and the volume is only 40 million shares, that it's not particularly interesting, especially below this key resistance level where shorts would be shorting it. And it has formed a clear head and shoulders pattern on the 5-minute stubbles. Here's your shoulder right over there. Here's your head right over there. And there's your shoulder right over there. That's what it looks like on the 5-minute. Let's go to the 1-minute doubles.
1 minute.
And when we zoom in, it is even more evident that it is a head and shoulders pattern. And we could see that the 9 EMA is struggling and not really pointing upward as we would like to see. And we could see that the price action is below 72 cents. Not schmexy. Not schmexy. Back to news. Let's see what the news is with the news. NUZE, folks. It formed a bull pennant, and then it flushed, and now it's recovering. So it trapped longs because it formed that bull pennant, and now it's below that resistance level again of 444. And again, it's been doing this all day long, where it gets to a resistance area like over here, 410. It tries to get through, comes back down, keeps testing it, and breaks. Same thing happened with 444. It broke and then it pulled back. But this is a significant pullback, and this potentially could be a shoulder, head, and shoulders pattern. And we are getting closer to 930. 930 would be a time frame, or close to 930, when there would be profit-taking doubles, and we could potentially see pullback on the price action. But maybe it rips anyway. Maybe. Not financial advice. Not stock advice. We ain't financial or stock advisors. We're just schmexy.
Yes.
But I'm still going to keep an eye on it, because the float is just so low at 476,000 shares, and the volume is at 40 million shares, and it had the news at 5:26 p.m. in after hours of insider buying, which let it go parabolic 369%.
69%.
Nice.
She said it. Nice. I didn't say it. No chancleta. How much? 300 and...
369%.
She can't get the chancleta out if she's the one calling it.
Ah, loophole.
Can I say 368% and I owe you one? Ow! Okay,
he was
never
so
mind.
close.
Never mind. I thought I was going to get away with it. Anyway, let's get rid of this pennant over here. And what it looks like right now is a head and shoulders pattern at this point. And we are looking to see if it will pull back. That's what it looks like. Can it stay above VWAP? Will it have a round 2? Can it stay above the key level of 346 where the shorts would be shorting it? Time will tell. We're going to keep an eye on it in our Discord doubles.
Yes,
This is
sirree.
the end of the show on social media. We have a link in the description so you can come to our live stream in the Discord, where we actually go in deep, in depth, and get really serious of our analysis of what's going on with the market.
Yeah.
There's a link in the description
Pin comments.
and in the pinned comment. It's a $1 trial for 5 days. Come and check us out. We call a lot of bangers a lot of times. I mean, it's just the way it is, and we get them early. It's just the way it is, and we provide a lot of support for the community. It's just the way it is, right? If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, would you please subscribe to the YouTube channel and do what this young man says?
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
Sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. Okay, folks, if you're not following us on X.com, a.k.a. Twitter, go ahead and drop a follow at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And, of course, we are also on Twitch at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And, of course, this is Coach Nick Money and the indelible one, the only,
DBL Nick's the Rainmaker.
the Rainmaker, with a PhD in
Bangernomics.
Bangernomics
From Big Bang University.
from Big Bang University. I also got a degree
Yep.
in Bangernomics
From Bang U University.
from Bang U University.
Yeah, he got BUU. I got BBU, aka BBC.
BBC.
Big Bang College.
Big Bang College. And of course, it's not a party with the prancing, bushy-tailed stonk queen herself, always on the Serengeti, looking for stonks for the indelible tribe. Yes, I know you guys appreciate it. The one, the only, we call her DBL Moms. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, folks, we love you. Thank you so much for sharing the time with us. We'll see you in our live stream on our Discord, and make a lot of money, because I am Coach Nick Money B. Greenable.